Hey folks, your OS Reviews. You're watching our video review of the RokitBoost Swage Sport Plus Bluetooth headphones. These sell on Amazon.com for $40, and they are a competitor to the AL3 Freedom headphones, which offers a very similar design. Now, both headphones, the Swage Sport and the AL3, are both oriented for athletes and sports enthusiasts who are planning on jogging around or moving around constantly, and thus need a wireless Bluetooth headset that stays on very comfortably without falling loose. These RokitBoost headphones are also going to be water resistant, although not fully waterproof, so you can take it when you're running outside. If it's raining, it's still going to function just fine. There are also dedicated controls on the front, which allows you to change the volume and also to take or reject calls. There is also a built-in microphone for doing speakerphone calls as well. It supports both iOS and Android smartphones, and it uses Bluetooth version 4.0 and has a 10-meter range for the connection, which is pretty good. And in terms of specifications, the Swage Sport Plus also features aptX certification, which delivers a more crisp audio experience than other models in the same price arena that don't offer this feature. Taking a look at the box, it's a pretty simple presentation. In the back, there is some basic info about the controls and the ergonomics as well. And the actual Bluetooth headphones themselves can be fully charged in around 2 hours or so. So charging rates are also respectable. In the box, users find access to the Swage Sport Plus Bluetooth headphones, a user manual documented in full color, as well as a micro USB cable for charging, and that's basically it. Taking a look at the design of the headphones next, it's a pretty attractive pair of Bluetooth headphones, I have to say. They are reasonably large, about average as far as Bluetooth headsets go, and again, you have access to the dedicated controls right on this front, right there. The actual wire here is quite stiff, and it's what allows the Bluetooth headset to stay on your ears without falling out, so this is the most important part, because there are no other clips or clamps that goes onto the sides of your ears. Essentially, this goes on the back of your neck, and since this actual wire is very stiff, it stays in place. When it comes to sound, these are pretty noise isolating headphones, so when you're wearing them, you can enjoy your music without hearing any background sounds too easily. With that being said, there is a slight amount of noise leakage as well, so if someone is sitting next to you on the bus, they can still hear a little bit of your music if you are playing at a louder volume, just because of the design of the cushions aren't over your ears, but again, they're resting on top of your ears. Otherwise, the build quality is solid, despite being made out of plastic. They are pretty lightweight, and the red accents adds a pretty dramatic flair as well. The front features access to all the controls, which corresponds to the answer reject key that also dubs as a power key. You can hold on this for a few seconds and the LED will turn on and show you that you are in the pairing mode. There's also skip tracks, which you can use to go back and forth between your music, and also a play pause key on the very bottom. These controls are pretty tactile, they're responsive and easy to find with your fingers, and I got used to the placement after just a few minutes of usage, so they shouldn't pose too large of an issue for most users. Pairing with the smartphone is also quite simple and easy to operate, and again, the 10-meter range is about average as far as connecting it to your phone or to your tablet. When it comes to audio quality, we were impressed by these particular headphones. They actually don't have any noise cancellation function on board, so the clarity on these are extremely high. You can hear a lot of details in your music, which I didn't really expect from a Bluetooth headphones. The microphone here also does a good job for taking any speakerphone calls. The mic here isn't noise canceling, so if you are talking in a louder environment, it's going to pick up the background sounds as well, unfortunately. But overall, it does a decent job as also dubbing as a Bluetooth headset as an added feature. So at the end of the day, the Swage Sport Plus Bluetooth headphones impressed me with their clarity as well as value for the money. The controls on here are easy to use, they're integrated well, and the addition of the microphone is always a plus for taking any speakerphone calls. Audio clarity is surprisingly strong on these Bluetooth headsets, and battery life is also decent. I would say that the comfort is something that some people will find to be a miss, others might find okay, but again, the emphasis here is going to be on sports and athletics, so if you are wearing these, you don't want them to fall out when you're jogging, moving around, or doing any action-based movements. So this is something that, you know, why the wire here is so stiff, it takes a little bit away from the comfort, but just something to quickly note. At the end of the day, if you are looking for Bluetooth headsets that sound great as well as will fit in pretty nicely without falling out accidentally, this is definitely a pair to consider. To learn more information about these, be sure to read our full written review.